like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for, 90 Day Fiance. This is season 6, episode 5. I'm like, why is both my phones unlocked? Season 6, episode 5. Ignore these. It's shopping. I just opened the box. There's still stuff I gotta put up, sales, honey. So, it's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, early Black Friday. So it's gonna be stuff. It's gonna be stuff that y'all gonna have to deal with it, okay? But it's not messy. It's just, what I'm saying, a couple pair of boots, a couple shirts, a couple pants, a little box or whatever. Don't judge me. Love me. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole J Bird. Hello to all my J Birds. All my J Birds. I love you all. Okay, do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. Also, watch other videos. Do not forget to also hit that notification bell because it lets you know. Why am I saying it? Probably because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But all that good stuff we want y'all to do. So, these people are not married, 90 Day Fiance. This is almost a little boring, but not boring, but a little boring. They kind of get on my nerve a little bit, but I'm gonna make it fun for y'all. First up, Steven and Olga. Okay, Steven and Olga, was at the hospital. She's in labor. The baby's too big to come out her vagina, so she has to have a C-section. Okay, the baby was just too big to get to her hips, and I'm like, that happens or whatever, and in the delivery room or whatever, everyone in there is speaking Russian. Steve does not speak Russian, so he's nervous. But that's what happens when you have a baby with a whole Russian that you don't know. So Steven is talking, and he kind of talking about what you don't know about, because when he told her, like, oh, you're lucky, what I'm saying? Some women would, if you were having it vaginally, you would be in so much pain, like, you're lucky this way. I'm like, a C-section is not the easy way to have a baby. Like, that's harder than that. Like, you need more healing time from a C-section than you do vaginally. I'm like, that's surgery, bruh. They gotta cut her if it's open, bruh. What's wrong with you? But he don't know shit because he's 20, a little douchebag. So, we do see she has a C-section, so she has a whole baby. It was a big baby. Okay, the baby said it was big. The baby was a little thickums. Okay, the baby was like, they said like 4.1 kilometers. Is it kilometers? Somethings, I don't know, but it translated to like 8 point some pounds. So, almost a 9-pound baby. And it's a whole baby boy. And, I'm like, yeah, she would not have got that head out of that vagina. Like, that just would not have happened or whatever. Like, they both happy and crying. He happy, he crying. She happy, she crying. Oh, we're a mother. Oh, I'm a father. A whole thing or whatever. They named the baby Richie. He said he always wanted to name a baby his son after his father. Okay, so, and I'm like, so after dating for 1 month in America, and she is in Russia, and they did not see each other at all during the pregnancy, they now have a whole baby. Condoms. Condoms are so cheap compared to the cost of raising a baby. I never get, like, with a stranger, I'm not, let me not go there. This is not an after dark conversation. But again, after dating for a month for a summer, when she was visiting the United States, her and this boy now has a whole baby. He was not there during the birth, during the 9 months, because she was in Russia. He had not seen her in 9 months. Now he's there, and they living together, and it's a whole baby. I'm like, it's just stupid. Just stupid. So we see it's been a couple of days since she's had the baby or whatever, but of course she's still in the hospital, but she's getting out that day. And Steven in there all hugging on her. She's like, oh, be careful, be careful. Again, dude, she had a whole surgery or whatever. Calm the fuck down. So, he keep touching the baby. Oh, da, 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 da. She's like, oh no, don't touch him that much, whatever. He's my son. I can touch him if I want to. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. So, first of all, He looked like he beat women. He looked like he may get upset and beat a woman. I'm just saying it does, okay? And she looked like she gonna take a phone and call the consulate and have him put out the whole country. Look, come get Steve around here. He acting a goddamn on fool. Put him out of Russia, and that's gonna happen. You had to get permission to even come to the hospital. She gonna put your ass out of Russia. Calm down, Steven. Calm down, okay? So she also kind of looks scared of him. Not like he gonna beat her right now, but like he has a temper. You can tell that he's been aggressive to her. And she's like, what? Because again, she don't know him. As Alex said, I know her. I wish her well. No, I don't know her, but I wish her well. She don't know this boy. All she knows is he had a penis and they had unprotected sex. Now they got a baby. So I can see her like I don't know why he being aggressive. I don't like this. Like, get away from me and leave me be or whatever. And he like, well, you need to hurry up and get dressed and leave. I'm ready to go, 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 go. And she like, calm down, like chill out. I got time. And so he get mad because she not rushing to leave. And she like, bitch, I had surgery. I had a whole C-section. I can't move that fast. Let me like calm down. And he like, if we don't have to be here, I don't want to be here. He just is young and stupid, and you know what I'm saying, it's just dumb or whatever. And then he trying to hold the baby, and she's like, well, I'm feeding the baby, give me a minute. No, give me the baby. She's like, well, first of all, go wash your hands, because you one just came from outside and you just went through this bag and put out some shoes and dirty clothes or whatever. Your hands ain't clean. Go wash your hands. Oh my God. He aggravated, she aggravated. On my thing, he did as wrong, because again, he just aggressive with it or whatever. You know, he bring up, oh yeah, my family. Like I come from a family with anger problems. You don't say. I can tell. I can definitely tell. You know, he telling her, you're not gonna be an asshole to me. You know, you're not gonna be an asshole to me. I'm like, who are you talking to? I want her full Russian self. You know what I'm saying? I need her old Russian dominant side to come out. I'm like, Steven, shut up and go home. Okay, that's not Russian. That was like African or whatever. But you get what I mean. Anyway, she go change whatever. She's like, you know, he just has been aggressive or whatever. He telling me I'm being mean or whatever, but he's being worse than me. It's just gotten crazy, crazy, crazy. Because again, she don't know him and he don't know her, and the whole baby is gonna be a whole stranger to both parents. Because I'm like, I don't think our visa's gonna get approved for her to come here. But she was even like, I'm feeding him right now. Like, just wait. Don't, you can feed him later. I'm looking like, oh really? Then when she go get dressed, he's like crying. Oh God, he's wanting to eat. Oh God, bitch, she told you she's trying to feed him, and you ain't want to be patient. So sit your ass there and let him cry. Anyways, so that's all we see with them. They gonna be on their way home from the hospital. I have a feeling she gonna call the consulate and have that being put out of out of Russia because he on some bullshit, or he managed to get arrested. Jonathan and Fernanda. Fernanda's a child. In more than this age, she's mentally a child. Okay, so they're still out there in that parking lot. He's still running after her or whatever because she assaulted that girl. Well, she just pushed the girl. It wasn't like a full assault or whatever. But that whole thing, okay? And we see him or her in the car. I can't believe you, Jonathan. Why would you do this to me? Why to me? Why you do this? I'm like, that's not even Spanish. I'm just down on my game thing because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But the police pull up and kind of roll back. He's like, oh, we're good. Thanks, officer. And they keep going. So she keeps saying, I saw you dancing with the girl. That's the worst thing I can see. He can do other things that's worse. He can be out there messing with some breasts. He could have been like, honk, 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 honk. And you know, it was other things he could do besides you seeing them dancing. And again, he wasn't even really dancing with the girl. It was kind of crazy, okay? And it shows her immaturity, mainly because she was upset because of what she saw, and what she saw did look suspect. However, it's how she handled it that makes her look even younger and just not mature. And he even said, like, I know she's just too young to react to the situation in a more mature way because she's a kid. She's a teenager. She's a kid. Okay, she's a whole kid, and he and you know, anyway. So, you know, he like, this is what my friends been telling me about or whatever, that, you know, she not gonna be like an adult like me, and you know what I'm saying, this has to get better if we're gonna be married, because she can't keep flipping out every time we at a club and like a girl look at me, or just things, little things happen, like she can't do that. So they get back to the room and she's still in her feelings. I just can't believe that. I can't believe you know what I'm saying? And all I can think about is those underwear, those thongs. I'm like, bitch, that's a whole other issue. Like them thongs ain't got nothing to do with this girl who would dance up on him. It was just so it just showed her whole immaturity. It showed that she's childish. She's childish and she can't let things go. Point blank to the period. And he like, look, okay. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm saying I just didn't do that. He's like, but he does say though how even if I would have came out and seen the same thing with you, I would not have reacted the way you reacted. His issue isn't that she think he did something. His issue is how she reacted because she thought it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of crazy part. He like, if that girl would have pressed charges against you, whatever, I'm saying, you would have got sent back to Mexico, and then they would have denied your visa, and we couldn't be together. You would not be able to be here. What would you do if you went back to Mexico? Well, I would go back to Mexico. I would go back because if it means you can't treat me that way, because I don't think you treat me well. I'm like, what? He bought you boobs. He paid for you to come to America. Like, you in that man's house rent free. Like, even though I don't like him dating a whole 19-year-old girl, he cared for that girl. Like, and I'm like, it just, she's immature. She's just immature, whatever. So, but she like, it's fine. It will be fine with me, which makes him upset. You know what I'm saying? She then says, you could have told her you have a fiance who's in the bathroom and you don't want to dance or you can't dance. I'm like, but that's the exact thing he did. He's telling you that's what he did. And you just don't believe him because you're pissed off because your brain is always formed yet because you're a fucking kid. Okay? And I'm like, he did exactly what you said he should have did and you're still pissed. You're still pissed. Then she then says, well, you told her that you can't, or that you, what? Because he said, I told her I can't dance with you. My fiance is there. She said, no, you should tell her that you don't want to dance. I'm like, bitch, now you playing dictionary? I hate when people play dictionary. If I say I'm going to the store, do you mean T-O or T-O? Bitch, don't play dictionary with me. You don't, it's that kind of thing. Like, don't play word of mouth with me because you know what I meant. You know what I said. Like, don't want me to use the exact words you want me to say. Don't do that. Like, if I say motherfucker, I still mean motherfucker. Even if I mean that person right there. Who? That motherfucker right there. Who was that? That person right? It's the same thing. Don't play dictionary with me. Anyway, he then said, you know what I'm saying? Well, she then like, what would happen? Like, if I wasn't there, like, that's what happened when I was there. Like, I can imagine what you would do if I wasn't around. I'm looking like, he would probably know your crazy ass might be that crazy bitch out there, and he would do nothing. Girl, I'm just like, I'm fed up for him. Like, I mean, look, at this point in time, send her ass back to Mexico, start all over, go her around and collect go past go, collect $20. Like, just say, Monopoly, bitch. And I just can't take it. I just cannot. You know what I'm saying? Just send her ass back. Okay, you're like, you know what? Well, fuck it. Go back to Mexico. You want to go back, leave me be. I'm fed up. Okay, but no. He says, I love you so much. I hate to see you cry. I hate to see you cry. I don't want to see you cry. Let me wipe your little I don't care. They then laugh and make up. Girl, the fuck about Jonathan, you stupid right now. You're really dumb. It's not going, I don't know. We do see them at a gym chit chat or whatever because they're going to take a trip to meet his mom. And he kind of lets her know how his mom doesn't, she found out via social media that they were engaged. So she has not been happy since then. I didn't care about that conversation because it does not matter. He told her that and oh my God, I can't believe that. That part don't even really matter until we go see the mama. So we don't see that until the next episode. So that was their whole thing. They didn't made up. She didn't go back to Mexico. They was in the gym working out. She was making all kind of sex noises. And because she's 19. And so the only noises she knows to make is sex noises at the gym, which is just nasty. Anyway, Kalani and Asuelu. Let me wet my whistle. Because this is my third review today. Kalani, I don't like you. I don't like your ways. I don't like your family. I don't like your thought process or your family's thought process and how y'all talking about treat Asuelu. Asuelu was a whole person from a whole different country that you went over there and got with. You then pay for that man to come back. And y'all went on some bullshit as if he's supposed to come here to this whole new country and know a whole new way. It's the equivalent of you take a person from one place, you put them completely somewhere else where they have no idea how anything works. It's like putting a baby to work in a car factory and you want the baby to know how to build a car and you get pissed when the baby don't know how to build a car. The baby is brand new, it don't know shit. I swear it was a brand new American. It's the same thing if you take an American and put them in their country. It's completely different. Things are just done differently and you have to give them a chance. I'm not getting to myself. Okay, they're driving to Utah because she quit her job and because that she doesn't have any money to do the Airbnb anymore. Of course, he's not working yet because he can't work because he's on a visa. And they're not. So he can't do shit. But only she can work. Okay. So she's moving to her parents' house or their vacation house in Utah. The brother lives there already, and the parents visit there when they're on vacation because it's their vacation house. Meaning you buy a whole house to go to when you're on vacation from your regular life or from work. Girl, bye. So it was funny though when Oswego was in with the car and Oswego was talking to Sarah. He says, "Show me the way to Utah." I said, "That's not how you do it." But it was funny. So they're driving, okay, driving on the midnight train, leaving on the midnight train. Ooh, driving or whatever, okay. And she's like, "Well, you're a little bit annoying." He's like, "Well, no, you and your sister are annoying." At first, it was funny and fun, but they were still like, no, you and your sister are the most annoying things ever. And I'm like, that is kind of crazy, but I think you really meant it. So he laughs, and he laughs kind of loud. When he laughed kind of loud, the baby wasn't asleep, but I guess the baby got startled. The baby starts crying. The baby's in the back seat with him. She's driving. The baby's in the car seat or whatever. The baby's crying, crying, crying. Okay, crying, crying, crying. Like he didn't do nothing to the baby. The baby just started crying. She then says, "That's a hurt cry. What's wrong? What's wrong with him? That's a hurt cry." And he's like, "Okay, baby, it's okay, it's okay." He's just saying, "Okay, baby, it's okay, it's okay." He don't know what to do. She is in the front seat, like, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Why is he crying? What's going on? What's going on? And she driving and she keep looking back. She keeps looking. I'm like, first of all, bitch, your eyes should be on the road, okay? That's what you should be doing. Don't be looking at what's going on back there. So, she again is yelling, "What happened? What happened? What's wrong? What's wrong?" So as he's trying to comfort the baby, he takes the baby out the car seat, and I'm like, "Oh Lord Jesus!" Okay, because the baby will not stop crying. I'm going to say this: should you ever take a baby out of the car seat? No. Do people take crying babies out of car seats while someone's driving to soothe the baby for a minute or two? Yes, they do. Okay? It has happened. I know for a fact it has happened because people are human. You don't drive with them the whole way. You don't do that. But I know people have taken a child out of car seat for a moment or two to calm a crying baby down. Okay, especially a person who don't know shit about babies. Let's just say that. So as he's just taking him out, "Okay, baby, it's okay." He's trying to calm the baby down. He's trying to calm the baby down. "What are you doing? You don't take a baby out the car seat. What are you doing? You can't do that. You can't." And he like, "What? What's going on? You don't take a baby out. I'm driving. Give me the baby. I can't believe. Oh my God." Now she in the front seat eating Cheetos, so she has Cheeto juice with Cheeto powder all on her fingers. Okay, she could have sucked it off anyway, but she's yelling and going off at him. And she says in the confessional, "I really was like in a fit of rage. But I'm like, you in the fit of rage? Why? There was a way to have handled that would not have included you going off the way you did again." She did it as if he is an all-knowing father of four who knows babies and car seats and driving. They don't even, as y'all driving, he's amazed at the road. He isn't from here. This is your fault, Kalani. You fucked this man with no condom. got pregnant, and brought him here. Treat him with some respect. Treat him to the fact that where you want to teach him our ways here. He don't know shit. Okay, it was so degrading. It was so degrading. She then pulls over off the road. I can't believe you would do that. You don't take a baby out of the car seat. Give me the baby. Give me the baby. Oh my God, you're okay. You're okay. I'm like, you scared him. You made it worse. You, I'm like, you grabbed him from him as if he had did something to the baby. He didn't do shit. Nothing at all. It was the craziest thing. She reacted as if he was about to toss the baby out the window. Or like he was going to take the baby out the car seat, hold the baby outside the window, and shake the baby to get some air. All he did was lift, the windows wasn't even down. He just took the baby out. Okay, baby. Okay, baby. And she freaked the fuck out. And the reason I'm saying it's a big deal is because he don't know no better. Again, he don't know no goddamn better. He doesn't. And that ain't the way to teach him to know better at all. And he ain't like it. He ain't like it at all. Okay. He then said, like, I didn't know what she was doing. I didn't know what to do. I just picked him up to calm him down. You know what I'm saying? In my country, we don't even use car seats. So I don't know. She didn't tell me what to do. All she kept saying is, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong. And she did. She didn't walk him through shit. And she kind of, you can't expect him to just know shit. It's just, she pissed me off. He said, she didn't tell him what to do if he started crying in the car. She didn't tell me to not take him out the car seat, okay? And then she yells at me and mad at me for something that I did not even know I was doing. She was dead ass wrong. She was dead ass wrong. Just dead ass wrong, okay? I'm like, and people know when you road trips, babies cry. They do. That's the main reason why sometimes on road trips, you take babies out the car seat. Because sometimes babies don't like in the car seats for hours. They just don't. They just start crying. And yes, he should have said, pull over, let's take the baby. But he didn't know that shit. She could have pulled over herself because the baby was crying. But I digress. Anyway, it was horrible. It was horrible, horrible, horrible. He like, I don't like how she talked to me, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't, she talked to me as if I was like a child. I don't like that or whatever. So he ignores her the rest of the ride to the point where she was talking to him and he was like, I was like, he was over the bullshit because she was horrible. It was really, really, really bad. So she's like, this kind of situation makes me not want to marry him. No, this situation is going to make him not want to marry you. You're a bitch. Full-fledged bitch. So they stopped at like a hotel overnight because they couldn't finish the drive or whatever. And so the following day, he's still not talking to her. Because they're, can you do this? Can you put your seatbelt on? And he's just like not listening. It was so funny. He was not listening to her. She's like, I apologize to him, so I don't know why he won't talk to me. Because you were out of line. You were horrible to that man, okay? He says when I'm upset, you know what I'm saying? I just don't talk. I don't talk, I just think. And you know what I'm saying? And things were tense. And I just thought the whole time. So she needs to realize you can't communicate by yelling at him. Like, that's not how it works, okay? He stays silent when he's mad. You can't yell when you're mad. It doesn't go, it's just stupid. Wholeheartedly stupid. So they get to the house, and once they get there, it's like an hour later. He is a little bit, less mannerable. So they like chit-chat a little bit. Like, is this the house? This house is for rich people. I'm like, well, just whatever. So they get there, the brother's there, whatever. She brings up how the brother has never met him before, and I did not mean to talk that long for this. The brother has not met him before, and the brother only knows that the father and the sister don't like him or whatever. So we do see the brother who just brings up how he's very protective of his sister and how he knows the guy wasn't around or whatever, but he still wants to get to know him for himself, but he's still, again, an overprotective brother. I'm like, well, that's good. So they meet. He like, hey, brother, hey, 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 hey. He gives Asuelu a gift. It's a condom. He said, yeah, this is like your welcoming gift. Gives him a condom. Then says, because you already had this one baby, like y'all don't need to make any more. He also brings up how I need to get to know Asuelu because my sister does not even really know him. Like, we all need to get to know him because no one really knows him, which is really true. Hence my thing, you brought this stranger to America, give him a chance to, like, figure things out. So, the parents, like the brother's room is upstairs. The parents, when they there, they'll stay upstairs. And then there's like a whole downstairs, like basement area where they would be because it's the whole family. And I'm like, if you say so. So, he also says that he wants to make sure that that Asuelu knows that his sister doesn't need him. I'm like, your sister needs you, your parents, and the other sister, like, she isn't self sufficient. She isn't like so you it's a weird thing they're making it seem as if okay she has her whole life together, but I'm like, does she really? Because she quit her job without having another one and she had to move into her parents' house anyway. When they're in the basement area, he said, I can't believe he gave us a condom. That's nasty. Only sluts only sluts need condoms, and I'm not a slut. And I was like, that is crazy. I said, that's why you got a baby, because he says only when you're sleeping with multiple people should you be using a condom. If you're sleeping with one person, you don't need a condom. I'm like, that's not. See, that's the island shit. That's But she then says how he wants more kids. How he wants her to have another baby. How because he had 8 siblings. Because in your country they don't believe in condoms. They think they for sluts. If you use the condoms, y'all won't have all them kids. He like, I want at least 4. She's like, we can talk about 2, maybe 3, but I don't know about that or whatever. So his plan is to have more kids, and she's like, I don't know right now because we don't have jobs. So we have to just figure it out. I'm like, y'all as a whole, it's the whole thing. I got too much left to do. Who next? Ashley and Jay. Ashley and Jay is real easy, honestly. I don't have that much to do there. They're there in her town that she lives in a very, very white town. And she keeps bringing up how she was just naive to how different it would be because they're together. They're like walking through the market, like a little outside type market or whatever. Not outside, but like it looked like a flea market to me. But a flea market that has like food on everything there. A nice one though, a nice one. And all the white people are looking at him because, as she said, there's not many black people in her neighborhood and where she lives. So I'm like, well, did you bring them couple, like the party that she had at her friend's house? Like, where did those black people come from? Like, what area does those black people stay in? And I feel like if you stay in this predominantly white neighborhood where there are no black people, did you not think like maybe y'all should like look to other areas to where there are more black people, where there are black and white people? Why bring him to a place where he won't fit in? That to me means you're not really serious about the situation. Anyway, they're walking around. He can kind of see, and she can too, the racial divide. Like, I didn't think they would like be this weird. They're white people. Some white people are weird when they're not around any black people. And I'm pretty sure they probably moved to that area because there are no black people. Anyway, he was like astonished at like, oh my god, y'all have pickles here? Like pickles in my country are like for, rich people. I'm looking like, pickles? I got a whole jar deal. I got 2 jars of deal pickles in my cabinet. And so you want a jar of pickles? You can get 2. I'm like, I just can't. It's just so stupid. He even brings up how the food here isn't that good because you got bland ass Mary probably making bland ass food because you're not eating no black food. You need to get you some black people and go to their house and get some pinto beans, some greens, some food, okay? Some real good stuff, whatever. Because I'm pretty sure whatever ass cooking, it ain't spiced right. It is not spiced right or whatever. Anyway, when she then says how, okay, well, we'll just have to get used to it. He said, we know I'm going to have to get used to it. Not because I'm the black one. Please school her. But even he says, like, he didn't think it'll be that weird. But he feels like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, I feel out of place here because I'm the only black person. It's weird. He then goes to get his first haircut. And someone gave him this barbershop to go to, and it's a black barbershop. I said, well, at least he's gonna have connection to some black people, cause I don't even want the black people she know. I don't know if we can trust them. I don't know. But again, he found some black people, so he's getting his haircut, and they're talking. Like, where you from? I'm from Jamaica. Well, how old are you? I'm 20. Oh, what you doing here? Oh, getting married. They're like, what? What? You getting married? You're 20? You're throwing your life away? That's crazy. Did y'all meet online? He's like, no, she came to Jamaica to like on a trip or whatever. We met then and things kicked off, whatever. And we're getting married next month. They're like, next month? That's crazy. So again, he's from Jamaica. He's 20. He's getting married in a month to some girl. They're like, I can't believe, you giving up your whole life, your whole culture for one woman. I can't believe it. One dude said, he's giving it all away for this one girl, and he don't realize all these other beautiful girls here. He said, now that I'm saying the women in Jamaica are not beautiful, it's just different here. You know what I'm saying? He like, he just, you just give it up everything. He said how he does not feel that way right now. He said he don't know if he's gonna feel that way later. He said, but right now he's like he feels okay about it or whatnot. He does bring up how, if it was my choice, I would marry her right now. Okay, I would wait, be here, we can live together and see how it goes. He said, but I have to get married in 90 days, or I have to go back to Jamaica and stay there or whatever. He said, so I kind of just don't have a choice. That's kind of the definition for marrying for a green card, but I ain't gonna say that. Anyway, the barber is then saying, man, don't get married. And he holds his phone up. And you see his messages going off, going off, going off, going off. You're like, see, my wife, know I'm at work. She know I'm a barber, but she still just, consistently hit me up, hit me up, hit me up. I think she was just saying, like, I love you, I love you, I love you. And he like, sometimes it's just a bit much. So if you cannot get married, then just don't do it because it'll just be a better thing. And I'm like, I think he passed that point. So at that point in time, another guy was like, you shouldn't do it. You're just so young. There's other things to do. Like, what if it doesn't work out? You didn't spend 6 years with this person. You done lost 6 years of your life based on like, just, oh, let's get married or whatever. And he kept like, well, no, I don't feel that way right now. So they do add, they're like, and they were just saying how marriage is a huge commitment, and how it's a huge commitment when you love the person, like when you're like in love with the person, like this is the person you really don't know. You think you love them, y'all haven't lived together and like went through anything, like that's gonna be even more tough because it's tough when you know someone, you married them. So it's kind of crazy. They then say, well, how long would y'all have to be married, like legally, for the visa thing to stick? You're like, oh, like 2 years. The dude then said, oh, just 2 years, you can do that. I'm like, oh, so now that y'all know he only has to stay with her for 2 years, and after that, if it ain't good, he can be loose. But it's true because he's 20. He's 20. If he stays married to that girl for 2 years, even 3 years, he's still not even 25. He will only be 23. He still has his whole life ahead of him. Mm, mm, mm. So that's all that happens on that episode for them. Colt and Larissa. you know, why is it so much? They kissed, and it was so awkward. Like, she looks like, oh, he paid for me. I'm a male of the bride, so I just have to, this is what I'm here for. You paid for me. It's just so awkward. She's been there for a few days. She's like, oh my God, it's so hot. I cannot believe we have a car with no air conditioning. It's just so dumb. We need to buy a new car. And he like, she really think you can buy a car for like $500, and this is not what goes here. And she doesn't get that. So, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't get how money works or whatever. And she's like, well, I think, we should just get a car. And they're driving somewhere. And he like, look, you don't have a job, you don't have any credit, you don't have any money. So you can't just spend money like it grows on trees. She then says, well, I get 70% of the decision. He's like, how? Well, because when I marry you, I get 70%. I'm like, her math is completely off. At least 50. Where you get 70 from? You know, he then said that doesn't make any sense. You have zero amount of money, but you want to have 70 part of a decision. That doesn't make any sense. Well, she's stupid, so does it, whatever. She says how he keeps telling me, he keeps denying me, like, decision-making power. Like, I can't make any decisions. I'm like, because you keep trying to spend large, like, you try to buy a $1,300 couch. You want to get a whole, you're trying to buy an expensive car. You want to, like, you don't want to buy some plants or some groceries or a nice sign that says family, like something little. You want like these big purchases that you don't have them, like you didn't earn the money. It's crazy. However, he's taking her to a car dealership. I'm like, if you don't want her to get a car, why are y'all going to a car dealership? But I digress. So I'm like, it's just stupid. She wants a luxury car. I want a luxury car that looks pretty or whatever. So they go to the other side and they bring out this car. It was a black like van or like truck. It wasn't even it reminded me of like a weird Pacific. It was some kind of weird little SUV type thing or whatever. A 2017, and he like, what's the starting price? Like, oh, it's like 23,000 or whatever. And she's like, oh, that's not that bad. And I agree with her for a new car because this was probably made in 2017. To get a 2017 car that's like a SUV type car, it wasn't like a big truck, but it was like an SUV type car. And if you can get it for 23,000, that's not that bad. Like, that's a good price for a new car, truth be told. But he like, no, that's too expensive or whatever. He was like, he then said our budget is 10,000. I'm like, he must be buying it outright. Well, no, because even if you have a $10,000 car note, you pay it off. It's gonna be, who knows? I'm not sure. But again, he says the budget's 10,000. I'm guessing he probably is based on how much he wants to pay per month on a car note. So they then select a cheaper car, but it's still 2017. It's just smaller, and then that car is 9,000. He's happy. She's like, "This is a little car. You're too big for this car." You know what I'm saying? You're like, vroom 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 vroom. I'm like, Lord Jesus, this is not smart. You know what I'm saying? And she wants the bigger car. He wants the smaller car. But again, at the same time, I don't think he was trying to buy a car at all. I think he was trying to show her how much they cost and what they can afford. And so she then says, I would rather have a new car than pay for the wedding because it's hot and I want air conditioning. I feel her on that. You're not going to have me in hot ass Nevada in the heat. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to be no wedding if we can't get a car with air conditioning. That would be my thing. It wouldn't be, let's spend the wedding money. Let's spend the wedding money on the, my leg position. I can't bend out of the frame. Let's spend the wedding money on a car. The thing is, we need to we need to figure out how we can do both. Okay. Anyway, he then shows his mom that he's going to propose to Larissa. He shows her a ring or whatever. He said, she's so disappointed in not getting a couch. Excuse me, not getting a new car. I can do this to kind of make her happy. I don't think that's gonna work. I don't know. Well, it may, because she likes shiny things. The mama like, oh, it's a nice ring. I think you guys will be happy, whatever. And it's funny because as they talking in the dining room, I'm like, oh, the living room really don't have a couch. It's just empty space. So I can get her coming like, why don't y'all have no furniture? I can get that now. Because before they didn't like show the empty space or I didn't see it. I'm like, there's a whole empty space. So I'm like, Lord Jesus. But he tells his mom, like, I love her. I want to be with her, whatever. And what I'm saying? I love her enough to put up with her crap. And the mama like, well, okay, what I'm saying? It is what it is. He also says how, once they're married, he wants to add Larissa to their joint account because she needs to, have access to it or whatever. But once she gets a job. So again, once she gets a job, once they get married and she gets a job, she can be added to the joint account. Now, his mama was on the live show like either last week or 2 weeks ago, and she kind of explained the joint account. I think I may have explained it on my last review too. I just can't remember. But she said how they both have their own separate accounts, but they also have this joint account that he started when he was a kid, and they both put money in that account, and that account is what they use to pay household bills, like whatever thing, food for the house, gas for the car that they share. All of that comes out the joint account, not out their own personal ones. But again, they both transfer money into it. And then, mom says, well, that's fine, but like you have to explain to her how it works and how at times we're on a budget. And so, yeah, I'll do that too. Like, I just want, what I'm saying? That's fine. I'll do that. He also says how, what did he say? Hopefully mom like gets it or whatever. And then she said, mom, I feel like Larissa like wants me to move out, or thinks I should get out, but I don't know how it's gonna work out because I live here. And then I'm like, we're gonna see. So he like, I just want her to understand, my mom to understand that once I say I do, like Larissa gonna be here. Like he like I sometimes feel like he thinks because it's the 90-day thing that after that we can like send her back, and that's not how it's gonna work. If you say so. So he takes her on like a little nice dinner to this like hotel thing that has like a really like it goes high up like high rise, and she's like, oh my god, I don't like heights, it's too tall, I'm nauseous, I can't, why would you do this, I hate it up here, this is a stupid view. And she's shitting all over, she's shitting, I hate it, it's just the word, it's just I can't believe this isn't the view. I'm like, bitch, that is a view. Like when you up high you can see all the area, that's the definition of a view. She's so stupid. So he then says when he first proposed to her, he did not have a ring. But he's now gotten her a ring. He wants to propose. But because things are going so badly, because of the restaurant and her being sick, because it's so high up and all this little bullshit or whatever, he's like, he kind of just has to do it right now. And so he gets someone knee and he says, will you marry me? No, what he said was, you want to get married? Oh my God, Colt, yes, 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 because she sees the ring. And she's happy, happy, happy. Mainly because I feel like she's going to pawn it later, but I don't go. It was the most awkward engaged couple ever because they're like, oh, we're engaged now. Oh, I have to sleep with you forever? Well, until my green card comes through. So, it's just a weird dynamic between them two. And I'm like, girl, bye. They get back to the house to show Debbie, and Debbie's in her room. And so when they go to Debbie's, I'm like, Debbie has clothes on the outside of her door. Girl, okay. So they go in her room, and she was like laying down or whatever. They're like, well, you're disturbing my sleep. They're like, look, we're really engaged. I'm like, she said, oh, okay, it looks great. She's like, I think they have a long road ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? It's great or whatever. If they like it, I love it. But I also feel like he spent a lot of money on that ring, and that may be why he can't afford that damn couch, because she didn't spend all damn money on that ring. And so they seem like one big happy awkward family. But I'm like, if she like it, I love it. Last but not least, Eric and Lita. So Lita said she stayed at the apartment with her parents, not at the other one because it was just too dirty, and because there wasn't any room for her, because she feels like Eric's bed is too small to fit two people. I mean, it is a small ass bed. I'm not gonna say it's not. So she's telling her mom, dad, brother, and her sister how his place is horrible. It's just not clean. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have a couch. It had an air couch. The bed was so small. Blah blah blah. Help me! Help me! The sister then said, like, well, maybe we should go see for ourselves. Girl, her family is fancy. Okay, they're very very fancy. Because she's saying like our family is fancy, we have a lot of money, whatever, so we have high expectations. So they walk from the rented apartment he has for them to the new place. I don't know how far it was, but it was walking with like a suitcase or two. Okay, and he's at work, so she's kind of sneaking her parents in to see it while he's not there. They walk in and they're like, oh, it's dirty in here. Oh my god, the bed is too small. Where's your son gonna sleep? Oh, is this the air mattress for the couch? Oh my god, it's just too much. I'm saying, well, take your bougie ass daughter back to Indonesia and y'all can take care of her out there. Don't y'all come here, or not only that, give her some money and say, hey baby, here's some money for you. Buy y'all a new bed. Don't give it to him, because he ain't gonna take it. No man would. However, if y'all feel like he lives beyond, below what y'all think is right, we'll take her bougie ass back to, bye, bitch. Bye. Oh, bullshit. The sister then say, is he struggling with finances and he just didn't tell you? Like, is that what's going on or whatever? You know what I'm saying? It's just so nasty. All of his clothes is just nasty, 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 whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then Lita then say, maybe I'm not ready to get married with him because, it is really messy here. I'm like, y'all, look. Y'all rich folk from Indonesia come up here dogging this man, and is the apartment messy? It is. But it looks kind of spacious enough for two people. I will say that. And he just needs a bigger bed. Like, it ain't like he in the damn crack infested, roach infested place and it's like in the hood and, it's bullets flying over their heads and it's hookers in the hallway sucking dick. Like, girl, oh, it doesn't have an elevator. No, not many apartments in here do have elevators. Not with the fancy ones do, but he can't afford all that. And I feel like Lita knew that. She just did not tell her parents. That's what it is. Anyway, and if you want some, pay for it, bitch. Get on my damn nerve. So Eric then gets off work. And when he gets off work, the family, has him come to the apartment he rented for them, and they kind of all confront him, like, you know what I'm saying, what's going on? It's messy, it's small, you know what I'm saying, it was dirty, the bed's too small, where's Alejandro going to sleep, you know what I'm saying, your other daughter lives there, it's just we didn't expect this or whatever. And he like, look, Lita knew about where I lived in the beginning. She knew this, and she also knows that we're in the process of thinking about moving, buying a new house or whatever. It's just all in the process. We had to get her here first, but she knew all of this before coming here. And then he then says, like, where's the son going to sleep? And the grandfather asked that. I mean, he said, well, for the time being, the son going to sleep with us in our room because that's just where he should be. But again, these are all things that she knew. We talked about it or whatever. And then he says, also, we're going to talk to my daughter and either she will move out or we're going to move. But we know that we have to do something. But again, everything is in process. My thing is, they wanted him to have everything done before she got here, and he just didn't. He didn't do that, but it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? He brings up how her family only cares about their image. The image about how things look. How they would be fine if I was living off credit cards, if I was living beyond my means, as long as everything looks nice and fancy and expensive, even if I can't afford. They want me to do things that I can't afford, and I won't do that. He's smart because he's American. And again, he just not rich how they are rich. And I don't know how Indonesia rich, compares to here rich. But I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Lita then says how she's going to stay there and she just needs to accept the apartment. And then, she then says, and also his daughter is going to be off work tomorrow. She can pack her things up and figure out where she's going to go because she's holding up. When he didn't say, hold up now, that ain't go, no, no. We're going to have a whole, don't just say she's going to pack her stuff and go wherever, and I don't care because she's an adult. Fuck you, Lita. Fuck you and your whole goddamn family. Get on my goddamn nerves. Anyway, the father then said, as that girl's stepmother, you have to be a good woman to her. You can't be like that or whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? She left everything messy. I'm just not going to live with that person. Bitch, that person is his daughter. The same way that little boy is your son. So you can't want him to disown the daughter any way that he can want you to disown your son. He may not want no snot-nosed ass kid running around putting juice on the goddamn carpet. But your son there, God damn. Oh, this makes me so mad. The family also tells her, you can't push people away. You can't push his kids away because that's not the way to be. The father then says, hey, look, I have some money. I can give you some money, pay for a new place for a couple days, not a couple days, a couple months or whatever to help y'all. I can help y'all. He like, no, I don't need your money. He brings up how that would hurt my pride. If I took money from somebody else, I can do what he said, even though I probably need it, I'm not gonna take it. We're gonna make it do. We're gonna make it do what it do. We're gonna do things on our own or whatever. And he brings up how taking money from somebody else is a sign of weakness. I mean, I guess it is, but it is. He also say, we not gonna put my daughter out. We're gonna work it all out. We're gonna talk about it, and we'll see what happens. The sister then said, well, we think that you should come back with us. Like you shouldn't stay here. And, it's just not right here right now. You know what I'm saying? I just think you should not be here. And then she said, well, no, I'm going to stick it out with him. Make this work. This is my home now. And I think y'all need to accept it. And the sister's like, I just don't trust that he can take care of her. She can't take care of herself. Okay, again, if y'all don't like how she is, all y'all, bye-bye. Take asses back to Indonesia. But clearly she said she's staying. Okay? So we shall have to see what happens. Because that's how it went off. And I'm done. I did not just 49 minutes. God darn it. Okay? I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.
He's like love, 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 and music.